was gonna keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky.
It's week 3 of the 2024 season, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Chargers and the Steelers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore, the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Darius Davis to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the fifth-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. That stop made by T.J. Watt. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Herbert now, blitz coming. On target to Dobbins. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chargers will have a first. Herbert now. Can't get it to him, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So 2nd down coming up. We get a look now, Brock, at their picks from this year's draft. A group that they've been more than willing to say they are very excited about bringing in.
Well, lots of folks on the media side, and frankly, other NFL front offices, Kate, have talked about the steals in this class. Some guys who should have gone much, much earlier than where they ended up going. This is a group that, if everything works out, could provide a lot more value than the picks that were spent on. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Quick on the draw here to Dobbins. And it's a nice gain, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. Leading them out, a man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Now we've got some whistles as we see an injured player, and pretty quick to identify. It's Pat Freiermuth who was hurt on the play. First and 10 from the 41. That one complete to Hopkins. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Putting the tight end in motion. First and 10, give to Harris. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Russ now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Able to hit Patterson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, as safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That stop made by T.J. Watt. He didn't get anything on that run, also struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Running it again with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down on the edge of his own end zone at the 2. Just 1 yard on the run. That brings up 4th down.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. He'll start from the 39. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Hard to do better than that, a 66-yard punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll start with a give to Harris. And this one does not go far. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Wilson out of the pistol. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. They'll try to run it with Harris. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw from Wilson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's the first give to Gus Edwards, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. So through 1, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. The Steelers offense headed out. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Got Washington. It's complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st down, here's Russ. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
First carry for the versatile vet Cordero Patterson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
The Steelers making their red zone debut in this one. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Harris once more. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring up. Guys hitting blocks downfield, a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Harris can't push it across. They make the stand, and it looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
So now they're going to throw with Wilson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Mike Williams, the touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, it's Jalen Reagor. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So that brings up second down. On the play fake, it's Herbert. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. So they're left facing third and long. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up fourth down. J.K. Scott's on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. His work begins at the 31. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Ross out of the pistol. It's taken in by Williams. And they make the stop, I'm going to say it about the 37-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down. Running behind center with Harris. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. It's taken in by Washington. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Pickup of 12 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. They give to Harris from the gun. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers trying to add to their lead. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Russ is going to cook here. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Rager with the return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Throwing on first is Herbert. Able to hit Palmer, complete. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. Shotgun snap to Herbert. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Gets this to McConkey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Johnston brings it in. And have him gain up about a handful there. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They motion the tight end over. It's Herbert once more. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now Herbert again. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Herbert to throw once more. Completed here to Johnston. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Brown's kick is up and good. And that'll get him back to 11.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. We will not get another play here, Brock. That's to an E. Time's going to run out on the half. So we arrive at halftime here in Pittsburgh. The Steelers leading after 2. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern win.
The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these 2 teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Cordero Patterson now to return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the 3rd quarter. First and 10 now from the 30. Russ looking to throw. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by Elijah Molden. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Going to Harris to start the half. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Escapes his grasp. But he can't evade that one, and they get him to the ground. And they're going to have to regroup after this one. The Steelers set to punt it. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. So no return on that punt. And the Chargers take possession. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And the man is there to knock that away. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. And it sets up 2nd down.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Dobbins trying the right side. He passes the 35. And he'll finally be taken down right along the 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Trying it left side with Edwards. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Ooh, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
from the 42. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
On third down, Herbert. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up an LA first down. Herbert now, blitz coming. That throw behind his intended target. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They're going to throw it on third and long. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
They'll send their tight end right. They go play action. Here's Herbert. He's got it close to the marker. Oh, but they're going to say incomplete. He didn't get the feet down on fourth down. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Steelers first down. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's Wilson to the air. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. This is Harris. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a third and short.
A third down run with Harris. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down throw from Wilson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that will set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Pass it down close.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal. Shotgun snap for Wilson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 3-possession game. Pat Fryermuth the touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers push their lead to 18. Now Boswell on to send this away. Rager with the return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Herbert from the gun. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. A run here with Harris. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. staying on the ground with Harris. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Ross off the play fake. Completed here to Pickens. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a Steelers first down. Now a run with Harris. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. 2nd and 3 now. Russ is going to cook here. This one's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Harris. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Wilson out of the pistol. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Wilson now from the gun. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. George Pickens the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers continue piling onto this lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Herbert. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Herbert throwing again. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Herbert to throw once more. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Now Herbert again. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. It's Herbert once more. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Desperation time here on 4th. They connect for the 1st. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
From the 30 on 2nd down. That's a catch for Hayden Hurst. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Chargers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now they face 2nd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Steelers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Touch 50, touch 50.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards a Charger who's still on the field and in some pain. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They give now to Najee. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Looks like a 9-yard gain, and they'll now have a much shorter 3rd and 5 coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Najee takes this one. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. Reaches the 40. At the 20. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers keep running away with this. Najee Harris, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. 1st and 10, Herbert. Finds a seam down the middle. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Chargers putting up points in a game decided. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers will trail by 25. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here comes Austin. And look at this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he has done all that they've asked for him. Shouldering the weight of this offense, got his 100-yard gain. He's reached the end zone for him as well, Brock. Just really put together a performance he can be proud of. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ball game.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.